Guys, today we are going to talk about the next levels of support, the stuff you need to know about Bitcoin right now, because the traditional markets, they took a massive dump yesterday, and this is not looking too good for Bitcoin. There's a couple of things you need to be aware of right now, and I'm going to explain all of that in this video. Also, we're talking a little bit about Ethereum. We're talking about why I am long-term so bullish on Bitcoin, and this is showing you why you should also be that black on white. And then we are going to talk a little bit about altcoins as well. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Cristiano, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. Guys, before we talk about a massive altcoin gem that is launching today, which I do believe is going to do extremely well, let's talk about Bitcoin here. And what you can see is that we are having massive trouble breaking through the orange box here. In fact, we have a pattern of every time when we break above the orange box here, we usually go up to the orange line of $59,000 and then instantly, basically dump below it again. So we had one right here. We had another pump here, went down. We had another one just a couple of, actually yesterday, went above the orange box, straight down again here. So the orange box is proven to be strong resistance. But of course, this is not the only resistance we have, because if you have been paying attention to my videos recently, you know that we also have, we do have this massive falling wedge. And this falling wedge is actually a very bullish pattern, but you can see that the previous resistance now turned into support and is trying to support us here on the way down. So when we are talking about, support levels for Bitcoin, this is a very clear support level. So this is, if you're an active trader of Bitcoin, this is a support level you need to watch right now. Also, another support level you need to watch is here on the 4-hourly time frame. And you got this one right here at $55,000. These are support levels you already are aware of if you've been watching my videos, but I am going to remind you, especially as the traditional markets are looking a little bit shaky right now. Another level to pay attention to is on the daily time frame. You can see that this massive resistance line is still holding us down. Not only this one, but this downwards sloping orange line here as well is holding us down. So, this is on the daily time frame. So this is another thing. If we do see a massive correction here for Bitcoin, or, more or less massive, well, you got another support level here at 52,500, which is also very close to the orange box here, which is at 51,500. So all in all, 51, 53, and 55 are going to be levels to watch should we drop down with Bitcoin. But all in all, I think it's super, it's just a shame that the traditional markets are going down this hard right now. Because on the traditional markets, you can see that, we got rejected off of the orange box here, and we have been going down here consistently. In fact, if you just do something like this, you can see that we are very clearly in a downwards sloping channel. So this is super clear right here. And really the next level of support on traditional markets is going to be at 4,475, which means that since this drop really started right here, that would mean a drop of 5% in the traditional markets, which is huge. Now, as I've been saying, I think Bitcoin and crypto is actually holding up pretty well considering how the traditional markets are going down here. So Bitcoin and crypto is holding up very well still. And it's just a shame, because what I believe is that if we didn't have this drama in traditional markets, we are seeing, the buying pressure come in here. The only thing is that you're also seeing, selling pressure from the traditional markets, which is a shame. But as I've been saying, if the traditional markets can just settle down a little bit and not, spread this kind of fear in the market, because now people are going to, especially if we continue to go down here, people are going to start to become very anxious, and people are going to start to sell their stocks. And that's not good for Bitcoin. This is why I'm telling you, I want this to actually recover here. I want this to at least find support here of the $4,475 level. If we can just hold that level and get the Corona FUD out of the way, then I want us to just settle here, and I want us to resume our moon mission for Bitcoin. And as I said, considering the traditional markets are going down pretty hard right now, Bitcoin is still holding up pretty well. So even though some people are selling Bitcoin, there's a lot of people also, of course, buying Bitcoin and looking to buy even more, especially as we get down to these levels. So I'm not fearful for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still going to do very well, and altcoins are still actually doing pretty well. But yeah, we just want this situation with traditional markets to settle down. Another thing right now is Ethereum went down and found support of the $4,455 level. So that's cool for Ethereum. So let's see if this can hold. The next level of resistance is going to be at 4,849, which is also the previous all-time high. Jumping back to Bitcoin, just to make things very clear, I am still super bullish on Bitcoin. I still believe that during the next couple of weeks and months, we are going to see Bitcoin be at much higher prices. But that is with one caveat, and that is that the traditional markets do not see a meltdown. But if they do see a meltdown, it's just going to be another opportunity to buy more Bitcoin at a lower price and at a discount, because over time, Bitcoin and quality altcoins are going to go up, which I want to show you right here. This is the inflation. So countries usually try to aim for a 2% inflation, but is that what we're seeing right now? Well, the target is 2%, and there's only a couple of countries actually able to meet that. It's Japan, Switzerland, China, Indonesia, Hong Kong, and Morocco actually. So these countries are able to maintain an inflation rate below 2%. Other than that, you can see, from 2% all the way up to almost 20% here in Turkey. So this is a disaster for Turkey. This is very bad. Inflation rate is going absolutely ham here. And this is the greatest guarantee that Bitcoin over time is going to continue to do well. So this is why, long term, I don't bother. If Bitcoin goes down, it's a good buying opportunity. Bitcoin is over time going to hold its value much better than any fiat currency is able to do here. So fiat currency is being printed into oblivion. Bitcoin is a hard, scarce asset. And so I'm, completely calm in the fact that Bitcoin is going to hold my value over time. And these corrections, these dips, this whatever, we're trying to find some opportunities here, especially if you are an active trader, but over time, I am not worried at all. So if this is going to drop down in traditional markets, just going to be a good buying opportunity in my eyes. Another thing I want to talk about is the project I've been talking about here recently during the last couple of videos. You can see that Operon Origins is actually launching today. So if you got in during my previous couple of videos, if you got into the IDO, I do think that this is going to do pretty well actually. Now, if I go down here, you can see that this is a Bluezilla project. It's not entirely incubated by Bluezilla, because you have these other VCs here as well. But usually whatever Bluezilla touches usually does pretty well. Now, this project is a collectible card game whereby players can collect NFTs and utilize these to battle with other players in a lively metaverse. Players can compete for over 250 chapters, which allows for dozens of hours of dynamic and challenging gameplay. And these are the tokenomics: 7.5% to the seed investors, 16% to the private investors, 2% to another private round, public 4%. You got 10% to liquidity, 23.5% to rewards, marketing, and ecosystem. The company reserves holds 17%. 5% to partners and advisors, and 15% to the team. This is another overview of the tokenomics. And this IDO is taking place, of course, as you already know, on GameZone and on the BSC pad. Now, this is going to launch today. So as always with these new launches, be careful, because when they launch, they can go either way. Then they can, completely pump, and they can pump for a couple of hours or a couple of days, or they can pump and then have a steep correction. So as always with new launches, especially as this is a very low market cap project, do utilize good risk management. But I am in this project, and I do believe that the launch is going to do pretty well considering the hype around the project right now. All right, guys, that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.